For more, let's bring in New York Congresswoman and House Ways and Means Committee member Nicole Malliotakis. Congresswoman, welcome.
Thank you.
So all New York City area airports are being impacted by the shortage of flight air traffic controllers from the FAA. Quote, currently half of our core 30 facilities are experiencing staffing shortages, and nearly 80% of air traffic controllers are absent at New York area facilities. After 31 days without pay, air traffic controllers are under immense stress and fatigue. What is your reaction, Congresswoman?
Look, this is an unfortunate, it was an avoidable, manufactured crisis by the Senate Democrats. There's no reason any of this should be happening. They simply need to vote for the same bill that they negotiated, that they voted for, and that they voted to extend 3 consecutive times. And this shutdown would not be happening right now. It's very unfortunate we're in this situation. I feel for those air traffic controllers, about 13,000 across the country, that are going without pay. And yes, they're being strained. There is a real problem. We're going to see it get worse as we're approaching the holiday season. And so my message to my colleagues, particularly my own senator, U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer, is to stop the shenanigans. Deliver the 7 votes for the bill that you negotiated with Joe Biden and House Republican leadership last year. You voted for it 4 times. There's no reason for any of this to be happening, whether it be these travel delays, whether it be the SNAP benefits not going out, whether it be the WIC money perhaps not going to women and children. None of this should be happening. And it's happening because of Chuck Schumer not willing to do his job because he's afraid of the radical left.
Fellow New Yorker, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries is no surprise blaming Republicans. Let's play the clip and I'll get you to react.
Republicans hold press conferences every day, and you know what they do? They lie to the American people. These people are stone cold extremist liars, starting from the very top. And they haven't spoken a word of truth to the American people.
Is that kind of language helpful?
Well, first of all, he's lying because when they call this a Republican shutdown, the Republicans voted to keep government open. The Republicans voted for a continuing resolution that had no political gimmicks, no outside unrelated policy that was attempted to be snuck in. We voted for a clean extension of government. Hakeem Jeffries and his colleagues, the Democrats, they all except one voted to shut down the government. And then Chuck Schumer refused to pass our House-passed bill, and he not only shut down the government, but he had 13 chances to fix this, and they chose not to. They made a conscious decision, knowing military wasn't going to get paid, our law enforcement, our federal employees wouldn't get paid, that women and children would go hungry without the WIC program, the SNAP program, that we have 42 million Americans who rely on it, including nearly 3 million here in New York. Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer voted to stop funding it. And so thankfully, President Trump has stepped in here to allow the WIC program to continue, which our women, infant, children rely on. He stepped in to make sure our military was paid, and hopefully we're going to see some action as well with SNAP, where he can legally move some money. But the fact remains that Democrats want to point at Republicans, but they're the reason we are in a shutdown right now, because they won't vote for the same bill that they previously voted for 4 times, and it is inexcusable.
We're running short on time, but I want to get your reaction to the New York City mayor's race. Are you ready to call Zohran Mamdani Mr. Mayor?
Absolutely not. I'm hopeful that the people in this city will vote against him. The bottom line here is this is somebody who wants to take this city in a very radical direction, from wanting to implement the policies of Karl Marx's communist playbook, saying he wants to abolish private property rights and purchase property and turn them into communes, to seizing the means of production and having government run supermarkets, which is what my mother fled from communist Cuba. To the radical defund the police movement that he led, calling the NYPD the greatest threat to public safety, wanting to legalize prostitution. It would be a disaster for New York. And I remind everyone, when I ran for mayor in 2017, only 25% of registered voters came out to vote. We cannot have that this time. People need to get out and vote. And if they get out and vote against Zohran Mamdani, he will not be the next mayor of the city of New York.
Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis of the great state of New York, great to see you. Hope to see you back on Capitol Hill soon when the government's reopened. Thanks so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.